Hello again, Jay Haley from Palmore Institute. Again, this is Essential Level Reading class. This is week 3, video 2. Now, by this time, I hope you had a chance to do the reading and read it by yourself and check the vocabulary and meaning on your own. Okay. In this video, we'll start asking some questions about what you read. Okay, and so in this video, in this reading, there are a lot of numbers that you've seen. And one thing I've talked about before is when you're being able to locate numbers in a text rather quickly. But today we're going to look at a little different aspect, not just locating the numbers, but understanding their meaning. I call these number questions. And since there's a lot of them today, I would just like to take a moment and give you an example of what this question looks like. So you'll see on this slide where it says number questions. There's a sentence. Imagine this is in the reading and it says there were 13 people at the party. Okay. The question I'm going to ask in this slide is 13 equals what? So what is the meaning of 13? What is that 13 referring to? And the answer for this question would be the number of people at the party. Okay? 13 means the number of people at the party. Again, today you're going to see a bunch of these types of questions. So just be prepared for how to answer. Okay, let's get started with some of the questions. Question 1 out of paragraph 1, there is the number 3. What does 3 mean? Go ahead, pause the video. These might take a little longer to find than the other ones. Don't worry, unpause the video once you have your answer. And here's the answer for that one. Okay. 3 is the number of times a week doctors suggest that people exercise. Okay, that is what 3 is referring to. Let's try another question, also a number question. This time, I'm asking about the number 30. The number 30 appears in paragraph 1. What's the meaning? You know what to do. Pause, find that answer, and come back when you're ready. Here, number 30, it is the number of minutes that doctors suggest people do exercise. Okay, on to the next question. This is skipping down to paragraph number 2 now. And the question is, how often does Laura run? Okay. You'll know what to do. When you got an answer, come back. Yeah, the answer here is 3 times a week. Laura runs 3 times a week. Also in paragraph 2, another question. Who does she run with? Okay. Pause the video, search for your answer, come back when you're ready. This one also out of paragraph 2 says that she sometimes runs alone and sometimes with friends. Now on to the next question. This one again, back to a number question. In paragraph 2, you will find the number 40. Search for it, find its meaning. Once you have that meaning and you think you understand, unpause the video and you can check your answer. Yeah. Here it says that 40, it's the number of minutes that Laura has to run just to warm up. Now, this is pretty long time just to warm up. 40 minutes of running just to feel warmed up. That is crazy. But we talked about crazy in the last video. I hope you remember the meaning. To me, 40 minutes of running just as a warm-up, yeah, that's crazy. Paragraph 2 still. Another number question, 42.1. 42.1, this is the length of a marathon in kilometers. Okay. It also points out, I think it was 26 miles. You might have noticed in the first video 1 mile is about 1.6 kilometers. It's we use miles in the United States. It's a good measurement to be familiar with. If you do travel in America or to America, you will see all the distances listed in miles. And if you have a rough idea how far that is, it'll be real helpful to you. So 1 mile is about 1.6 kilometers. Last question from paragraph 2. This question is, how many marathons does Laura run in a year? Okay. Go ahead, pause the video, see if you can find the answer. All right, the answer here. Several. She runs several marathons in a year. This comes right out of line number 5. You might remember last week we had the same vocabulary word, several. There was the pictures of the several Santa Clauses and several baby elephants. One great thing about this book is that they do tend to repeat the vocabulary from week to week, and repeating the vocabulary is a great way to remember the words so that you can remember them in the long term. So I also suggest that you always review vocabulary, even vocabulary that you think you know already. Always go back and review it, see it many times. That's the best way to remember. Okay, you know what? We got time for one more question. Let me throw one more question at you. This is also paragraph 2, and it says, are marathons the longest races that she runs? Okay, pause, come back. Yeah, answer here. This is out of line number 6. No, they are not the longest races she runs. Some of her races are longer. Now, as I said in the previous video, 1 centimeter more than a marathon is crazy. So it seems that she runs some crazy races. Now, in the next video, we'll be looking at the questions from paragraphs 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to find out just how crazy some of the races she runs are. So come on back in the next video, and we'll finish up the questions for this part of the unit. Okay. Thank you very much.